everyone, this is Tuchodor. Today we will make some beautiful gifts with clay. A couple weeks ago I published another video which I made some clay brushes in, and I had lots of fun playing with clay and wanted to go for another video. So here we are. This time instead of air dry clay I will use this oven bag super scoopy clay. I'm only gonna use half of a pack today and keep the rest in sealed pack. As you see, it's not soft at all. I will play with it till it becomes softer. I really upgraded my fingers muscles here. It was really hard to soften it. When the clay feels more manageable, I am taking a small piece and making it flat with my rolling pin. I think the previous clay I used was the problem, because with this one I'm really making an amazing work. With the previous one it was really hard to have a flat surface. After this piece reached around a half a centimeter, I'm using a cookie cutter to cut a proper round piece out of it. The shape came out quite nice, so I'm just smoothing the edges a bit and leaving this piece on the side. Meanwhile, I prepare the second part of this gift. I'm acting super mysterious about what I'm doing, like it's a top secret government issue. Actually, I'm making a zebra, my friends. Even though it's quite hard to see right now, I just thought that a zebra could make an amazing gift. Why not, right? Anyway, first I shape it roughly with my fingers, and now I'm using this cake shaper thing that I had at home. I don't know why I have it, because I never use them while I'm making. So right now they have another mission in this home. They are a clay shaper. I prepared these little pieces for ears, and when I just put them on and smooth the borders a bit, they just stick there. It's perfect. Now it looks like a punk cow more than a zebra, but hopefully I will fix it while I paint them. Head is kinda ready now. I am taking the base and putting a little piece in the middle. I still didn't tell you what purpose this will serve. We are making an incense holder. That's why I'm making a hole in the middle to place my incense later and smoothing the edges. Now I will leave this one here for a while and start to shape my other pieces. First I take a small piece and make a little worm with it. Then I'm using a brush to flatten it slightly. I'm cutting a piece around 3 to 4 centimeters and smoothing the edges with my hand. This one will be a bracelet. To add the chain later on, I am making 2 little holes on the edges and starting to shape my third piece. After it reaches around half a centimeter, I'm using my craft knife to cut 2 triangles out of it. As you see, it's super easy to cut and shape it, so probably there will be no need to use sandpaper to smooth them later. Now I'm moving on to the second set of my gift pack. Today I will prepare 2 sets of gifts, one with zebra concept and the other one with giraffe. I know it doesn't make so much sense to prepare like 2 sets with animal theme, but I just couldn't decide which one to go for, and I decided to go for both of them. First I'm starting with giraffe hat, which is not so different than the zebra hat. I'm using reference picture while I'm shaping them. By the way, I don't know if you guys realize, but giraffes has big and beautiful eyes, so I try to make them a little bit of 3D to give them what they deserve. I'm preparing the ears, which actually look like leaves, and I'm attaching them to head with my cake shaper. The fact is, this one looks like a low-budget production camel more than a cool giraffe, but I'm so optimistic about change this look after I colored them. Well, it actually worked for my rabbits. If you saw my previous video, you will understand what I mean. So I keep my hopes up. I'm making another giraffe hat. This one will be smaller and less detailed. By the way, if you don't have cake shaper thing at home, you can use your brush like I do here. It works quite alright also. After I place the ears and add last details, I'm done with this one too. Now I take a very little piece of clay and shape it like a bean, and using this simple ring to place my clay on. Breaking news, it's gonna be a ring. I'm making a little triangle here. I'm a little obsessed with triangles, if you didn't realize. After I place it on the ring, I am done with shaping. Now I'm placing them on a tray which covered with baking paper and cooking them in the oven by following the instruction on the box. Mine was saying 130 degrees for 15 minutes. And voila, they baked. While they are cooling down, I prepare the base color. I'll use acrylic paint because it gets dry super fast and it works on all surfaces. I prepare two base colors. One is more beige, it's for zebra, and other one is a bit more pinkish, it's for giraffes. After I prepared my mixture, I'm checking my clays. They don't need touch up, but their surface is a bit dusty. I need to clean them first because otherwise the paint won't stick on them. I'm using my makeup brush for cleaning and I can start to paint them now. Because my clay is dark color, I need to put several layers of paint to be able to cover it fully. But luckily acrylic gets dry super fast, so I didn't lose lots of time. As you see, I didn't even try to keep my hands clean, feeling like a child again, covering my hands with paint. It's so much fun. I don't know if you see it, but brush leaves some marks on surface. My paint is quite solid. Maybe that's why I'm facing with this issue though. And maybe it's because of the clay also, because lost clay didn't cause an issue like that, but never mind. Anyway, I'll put some textures on them later, so I don't need a super pure base color. I'm done with zebra set. I will paint my giraffe set now. As you see, it looks like a cove, quite unlikable, and we can still see gray color of clay. But anyway, I will see it later. After I paint a couple of layers, I want to stop because I started to get bored after fourth layer, and you know I'm waiting in between for them to get dry, so it took a bit time. First of all, I prepare my black mixture to add details on my zebras. I start with the hat because I'm reckless today. Yeah, why not? I'm using my thin brush and adding texture by following some reference pictures. This part is quite fun, by the way. Meanwhile, I kept thinking of zebras have white with black stripes or black with white stripes. I'm not quite sure. I decided they are white with black stripes. I solved a mystery today. Bravo, Tuche. By the way, after I start to add stripes, it starts to look like a zebra more than a cove. That's good. That's very good. Well, actually, if I add stripes on a cove, it will look like a zebra too, don't you think? On those kind of animals, there is not much creativity on the general shaping. Only the textures are different than another, and the size and the length of the legs and the necks, you know, nothing much changing. After the head, I started to paint the body. I think it looks like a tiger more than a zebra. Anyway, I won't question it much. I'm doing very detailed job, as you can see. I even paint the sides. Woo, bro! I don't mention about the back anyway. I'm not touching the back, it's horrible. I will use my art line pen to add some tiny lines on it. You can use pen from Micron also, they both work just fine on acrylic. After I draw quite shaky lines, I will use this super glue to glue the hat on the body. It looks fine. Okay, I let it dry and start to paint my bracelet. This part is quite psycho, guys. It took a long time. By the way, why zebra texture is not common as leopard? Or zebras is common also, but I didn't realize. I'm not sure. I'm just questioning it now. Did I categorize them as an old people texture and ignore them over years? I start to like it. What does it mean, that I'm getting old or this texture is getting young? Maybe both. So many nonsense questions I have in my mind right now. Anyway, I quite like this texture, and to use beige instead of white makes it even nicer. After I paint the zebra texture on my little triangles too, I am done with zebra set. Now I will paint my giraffe set. I couldn't think of a video without my watercolors, so I decided to paint giraffe set with my watercolors. But it was hard to put the color on it first. Most probably I touched the surfaces before and it kinda covered with my skin oil, so it doesn't accept the watercolor easily. Well, how far it can resist? I push it till I manage to set my color on. First I applied light brown, then I took darker brown to draw some giraffe texture on, because now it still looks like a camel. I think it's because of the mouth and the horn things on the head, you know. Okay, it's not a horn. I don't know how it calls anyway. How ignorant I am. Bravo, Tucci. It looks more like a giraffe now. Okay, that's good. That looks like a giraffe. That's good. That's good. I love the eyes. They're super cool. Like there's some makeup on. Maybe there's some makeup on. Idiot. But take a look at the giraffe's eyes. It's really like, they're beautiful. It's like they have like natural cat eye makeup on. By the way, whatever I do, I couldn't get rid of these sad looks on its face. I tried to put a smile on, but it didn't work well. I'm painting the second giraffe now. I wanted to use more pinkish shade to make it a slightly different than the other one. After pinkish base, I'm using dark brown to add details and the textures on. Okay, this one looks cute too. I like it. Now I'll paint the triangle pieces. Actually, all I do is using like 3 or 4 different colors to put a simple giraffe texture on, and they look good anyway. That's good. By the way, while I was making those, I was hoping that I will manage to make some nice pieces that I will like to receive as a gift or give to my loving ones. And so far, they look good, luckily. I think I will buy them and wear them, and most probably I will keep them for myself. I completed painting phase and they got dry fully. Now it's time to finalize them. I'm attaching those little circles to my bracelet, then I'm actually cutting a small piece of chain and add them also to have something like this. I'm doing the same on the other end too. I prefer those kind of bracelet with partly chain, so that's why I go for such a design that doesn't look so bad. After I add those logs to my bracelet, it's done. I love it. I actually love it. I'm gonna keep it for myself, most probably. Now it's time to deal with those triangles. I'm gluing them on bobby pins, just like this. And I put some more glue on the back side to make them stronger. By the way, I didn't paint the back side as you see, but you can just paint it to black if you want. I kind of cheat there because we won't be seeing the back part anyway. I'm using my super glue to attach the rings on those triangles. By the way, I like the rings also, so most probably I will keep them to myself too. It seems like I'm gonna keep all of them for myself. I'm done with jewelry, so I can finalize my giraffe hats. I will use this soft coaster, cutting a triangle piece out of it first. After that, I'm making a small hole on the top of it. Then I'm gluing my camel giraffe head on it. I couldn't decide which one it is. I'm adding a little thread to turn it into a Christmas tree decoration or a keychain, whatever you feel like actually. For my second giraffe head, I will use this wood coaster. I already put a little hole on it before. I wanted to paint its neck to make it look more like a giraffe than it is right now. I'm using my super glue to place the head. After I add my last touches on it, I think I'm done with this one too. After they all fully dry, I'll put some spray on them to protect the paint. I found this at home, but it's all Chinese, so I don't know what is it exactly. But it's probably fixture for oil pastels. Oh, I hope that it's gonna work on them also. I put some spray on all of them and they turn a bit shiny, which I quite like. Well, if you plan to give those to your loving ones, it's better to make them look a bit more professional and like nicer. Like here with those bobby pins, I attach them on this piece of cartoon and add this matching thread on it, and it already looks way nicer than before, don't you think? You can even add some notes on the paper. With a similar piece of paper, we can create a little envelope to offer our bracelet or rings in it. Here I add a little thread, so I can even offer it like a Christmas tree decoration or like whatever, a little bag with a gift inside. My zebra incense holder looks like this. I think like incense holders or like candles are quite ideal and secure options to give as a gift. Most of the people like them. I don't know, at least I like them. I hope you guys enjoy watching my video, like my ideas and find it easy to understand. If you guys do some similar things, don't forget to share them with me on Instagram. I'm sending you all a huge kisses and wishing an amazing week. Thanks a lot for watching. I see you guys very soon on the next video. Ciao!